day we will forge. Every day. Every day we will forge. Let's see. Okay. I need to make... I just realized that I was placing a tree inside there. I haven't finished actually doing so. But what I just realized is that I do want some kind of framework up top. I guess I should inform people that I'm streaming, actually, now that I think about it. Didn't even... I told everyone that, yeah, eventually I'm going to go live tonight. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going live for another hour later. But that's so uncommon that they probably won't be ready for it. That's not what I want to do. Actually, what I do want to do is this. Turn off the thrust, like the super speed control, like the slow speed control, and then switch to the 0.001 movement is the best tool right now. So that's what we're gonna do here. There we go. That looks pretty good. It still has that wonky concrete over there. I might take care of that at some point, but yeah. I'll probably just set that to black, actually. It would match this stuff if I did, and that would work out just fine. So I'd have my frame, and then, yeah, that would be good. And actually, it kind of looks like our floor piece right now. So it's not bad, although it might be a little bit odd looking next to the others. So I'm just going to go pitch black like there. It's the white and black in this room. It's the aesthetic we're going for. Let's see. Let me switch over to proper view so I can see chat properly. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me refresh this. This is not up-to-date information. There we go. Okay. Alright. Now I can actually see if people like join chat and stuff. I couldn't see that until just now. Okay. So this is all looking pretty good so far. Obviously, it's not 100% perfect yet, but we're getting there. I did some cool stuff with this while off stream, where we've got an actual like shutter door that looks like it would close and seal this up. We've also got some pipework down here that's actually more complete, or is complete. I do want to run it by Ripshade, obviously. I replaced the angle down here that was really basic with something a little more interesting, and connected it in with this thing coming on down here. And got some pipe work going this way, multiple pipes, and then they come over here. There's actually a bit of a stepping stone, a little spot to stand over here now, so that's pretty interesting. I should let my Discord know that I'm live, because like I did not say anything, I just went live. Let's see, I've got my stream that automatically announces it, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. And nighttime stream tonight, right now. Just because some people may not be catching it. Okay, there we go. I basically just wanted to get some more work done. That concrete is definitely the wrong color at this point. Looks odd on both sides, like it's odd out over here, and it looks odd on this side too, even though it's basically that color gray. I do like this piece that we put here, but I'm beginning to think about whether or not it's actually going to fit here, because it kind of just creates this black line here. It might be more put together to not have that, and just to add, like, if we just, honestly, we could make this ridge black that goes all the way along, if we really want, like, this ridge so much. And I can just put a decal of the actual UNSC logo here. Good evening, Mr. Greencastle. How's it going? I'm trying to do a little bit of a night stream to make up for the only 1 hour this morning. Let's see. I also did a bunch of work off stream. I just felt like also streaming again tonight. Let's see, what was I looking for here? The UNSC logo, which I think is all the way down in the U. There we go. Like, I was just thinking about, talking about, let's see, my poll ended after 24 hours. Which poll? Wait, was there a poll that I wasn't aware of? Ugh. If there was, then I missed it. I'm not sure. Which poll was it? Did you bring it up last chat? I might have. I'll be lurking while I play Wildlands. Okay, sounds good. Hope I didn't miss something. Was it in your stream? I mean, like in your Discord, or was it on like Twitter, or where'd you put that poll? Because I don't remember the poll. But I also forget things sometimes very quickly after I've already voted on them. What is yours, by the way? Wait, is it what's his name? Unique's? Do you just hang out in Unique's Discord? Or do you have your own, is what I really wanted to know. Anvil, Halo Fun Time, because I'm in Unique's over here now. Server updates, announcements, lives. Yeah, I might have missed it, because I haven't been in here in a little bit, if this is where it is. Forge General? Are these little red things mentions? I am so bad at Discord that I don't even know what those are. Like, it's notifications, I assume, but I'm so dumb. Use category default all messages. Only at mentions? Is that what it is? No, that's changing my setting. Wait. That is not what I meant to do. You have an announcement. No, I don't. Okay, how do you see announcements? Like, where do you see announcements? I seriously don't know. Like, where can I just, like, pull up a menu that shows all my announcements, like notifications on Facebook, we'll say? Is it inbox? Unreads? This is probably it. This is probably it. Mentions? Let's see, Duquesne. Okay. This is where I would expect to see a little number here telling me how much is in here. Look how dumb I am. Don't even know. Let's see. When's your next stream, buddy? Okay, yes, this was a while ago. So yeah. Okay, I have no idea when these notifications were or what they were. Well, I don't know who was adding me or if it was just an at everyone. And if it was at everyone, that's fine. That's cool. But jeez, can't believe I missed it wherever it was. Oh, I could probably just search, couldn't I? Let's see, and as Wilco, can you fix Will's stream and Unique's Discord links to Will Forge's, not Will Forged, on Twitch? Oh! Yeah. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, no, I did change the name of my Twitch. So if that's breaking something, that's... Yeah, it's definitely breaking it. Sorry about that. It was such a potentially silly decision, but... I liked the idea of putting it into my maps as just like, you know, Will Forged, but now I can't change it back if I want to for like 6 months. I can't because I'm not a mod. So the links go, so you'll have to do it. Oh man, I am so sorry. That is very unfortunate. This is a really cool build. I like how they developed over time, just scrolling up. Anyway, modern gaming. Alright, so if we do have a UNSC logo down here, instead of that piece that was there before, because it was kind of out of place, we can basically, like I was saying, we can basically do the exact same thing like this. By changing the top trim to... Is that the top one? No, it's not. Or something. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Well, damn it, now you are. Nice. You made him he's a mod. Upgrade. Let's see. On. Oh no, what did I just do? Oh, I just turned on. Oh no, I did something. That's what I did. Okay, better. Alright. So, yeah, I made some progress around here, basically, with that pipe work and stuff. Today. I also did... I pressed the jump button, but I jumped up and hit the reflection volume. The reflection sensor, and just fell into the hole. Okay. Alright. Okay, so anyway, Yeah, like I changed some colors of some things here and there to fix them, but this is the cool. I think this came out really cool. It kind of, I used railing, you know, and scaled it up and shifted and stuff like that, and it created this sort of like, as if it's like it rides on this rail, you know, like a guide rail, and then comes down and closes up. So I think this came out great. It's very inexpensive. It's just the 4 pieces of these, that one, and then a guide rail on each side, and it really does feel to me like something, like a mechanism that would just come down and into place and fill in the door. So yeah, that's the poll that ended after 24 hours. Okay, so if it's already over, then I have missed it. Which one was it? Let's see. There's over 100, it's in pages of maps. Oh, this one, I saw this one, and I did I vote on it? It says, it looks like I did. Do you keep up with checking out maps and 343's recommended list? Oh, yeah, no. There's over 10 pages of maps and 343's recommended list now with no UI to tell what's new each week. Do you keep up with checking out maps and 343's recommended list? Not really. I voted no because I wouldn't count it as keeping up. I check in there. I've been checking in there like every 3 weeks and not really remembering exactly all of the ones that were in there. I remembered most of them, so I kind of see what's in there, but I don't really count that as keeping up, so I voted no. I wouldn't say that I'm keeping up with it. Keep in mind, most of my followers are probably interested in Forge-related stuff, so the numbers are pretty rough considering. Yeah, I mean, also, yeah, and I'm only one of 95, so I wouldn't even come anywhere close to skewing this by taking such a strict stance on it that, yes, I check every 3 weeks. Does that count as keeping up? I don't know that I even check every 3 weeks. That's kind of an exaggeration, maybe. I used to check it less and less, though. Yeah, exactly. I used to watch, and I check a lot of maps. Yeah. I voted no also. Yeah, exactly. So, what's his name? What's this guy's name? Oh, he got canceled. Actually, I saw that. This is actually kind of interesting. He's, because Metatron is pretty cool otherwise. I haven't watched a lot of his later stuff, his new, recent stuff, but all of a sudden he got demonetized. I don't know what's going on. I found out about it from Shadiversity. What was I about to look up? Diggy Diggy Hole, Mighty Doom soundtrack. No. It was the guy who always uploads the... Yeah, I'm not seeing it right away. The guy who always uploads the maps. Not Duquesne, he does that too, but it's, you know that guy who does a YouTube video like every, day? He's like day so-and-so of Forge things. Ah, gosh, he got featured. Do the McCoy! That's it! Yes, it is Do the McCoy. God, I for some reason could not remember his name. Yeah, I've been keeping up with him. I was keeping up with him like literally every day watching his stuff at some point. Not Drew McCoy. Do the McCoy. I don't know, that's probably not going to find him. There he is. And I haven't been watching his stuff either. Actually, well, yeah, see, his most popular videos I was part of. Look at that. I watched those. Watched these. I don't know, maybe I haven't watched his stuff enough. Okay, yeah, there you go. I haven't been watching all of his stuff lately. I ended up skipping a lot of it. And I watched other videos, you know, about maps and stuff like that too at the same time, like on Twitter and stuff. But anyway, that just goes to show how little I've been keeping up. But if I scroll down far enough to whenever he very first, got, recommended by yeah, it was every single video, practically. I missed a couple back then, but I mostly I watched almost every single video back then. But yeah, no, I've slowly been losing track of it because I can't keep track of his YouTube channel all the time. They're fixed. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. Legend, thank you. Oh, yeah. Mint Blitz said that the playlist... I don't know how I didn't like that one, but yeah. He was having trouble finding people in it, and he didn't like the name of it being just Combat Workshop. So they added the title Big Team Battle Heavies to the end. So that's pretty useful. I don't know if anybody missed that. But yeah. So now it actually will clarify what it is. Uh-oh. What happened to my reference? Did I just close my reference? No. Somehow I think I accidentally... Oh, this is it. It's just weird. It's on a weird tab. I had referenced some cooling fans, some cooling systems. Sucks that they didn't want to do it at first, lol, but now they did. Yeah. they probably looked at the numbers and went, yeah, no, he's right. There are not a lot of people in here. Let's go ahead and do this to try and see if we can upgrade it. Yeah, so this is all pretty cool. It's coming together really nicely. I think I might need to do this. I don't know if this floor would be super boring to watch me build, so I might go over to the other side of the map and start doing some destroyed area, because that might be a little more interesting. This area would also be an interesting area to... I mean, it's a blank slate. It's just waiting to be built in, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what? I'm going to do what we talked about, Ripshade. Whenever you're eventually going to watch this, you're going to see that I started doing this. Ripshade and I talked about this, and I realized that I could actually use... I don't think there's a column that does it. I think it's... I'll look for a wall piece, I'm pretty sure is what I'm looking for, but yeah. So... there are walls that I think... Are there any walls that are L-shaped? That's what I was going to look for. Well, there's this one. This might work. But yeah. So... I'm glad that they did finally do that, though. Because I bet it's going to make a big deal. You know? Make a big difference, I mean. That's what I'm looking for. I was thinking about putting this in here instead of just doing it, you know, raw. Which sounds dirty, and that's not what I meant. Basically, what we were talking about, Ripshade and I. See, I'm not a fan of Big Team Battle heavies. The normal Big Team Battle is already too heavies for me. For my taste, I prefer like an 8v8 arena style with vehicles on maps like Valhalla and Waterworks. I prefer like Big Team Battle lighties. Yeah. That would be really cool. I know I am a Big Team Battle Heavies fan. It's always been my favorite mode, but not everyone is that, you know, agrees, so I definitely understand that. Let's see. I don't know how to where I'm going to snap this. What I will say though is that I'm just glad that they're listening, because that's really cool. The fact that they you know, actually listened to that bit of feedback was really good. Uh-oh. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, so anyway, what we're trying to do here is no stun snipers. Maybe a Banshee on each side and a few Warthogs with minimal ways to take them out, like Shocknade or Coils. You want like a Big Team Battle tactical. Not even, no, they use tactical for... They got rid of SWAT and call that tactical now, don't they? So not that. I would call it tactical, but... strategic? I don't know. You want it to be big, with lots of players, so it's a little more strategic. You have to work with more people, and you have to work together a little better. But what you're describing is no stun snipers. Yeah. So what you're describing, I believe, is basically strategic mode, squad battle 2.0 as 4v4 from Reach, like the 6v6 playlist. Yeah, exactly. And it kind of seems like you're describing, yeah, basically that you want a more strategic style of play than just standard, because it requires you to work together with other people, and then, yeah, all that. That makes sense. That makes sense. So here is the idea that we're going to do. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did to build... Oh yeah, I don't need this. This was part of building that other door frame over there. That I did here to build this little repeating pattern, and then I did over here to... I had a more repeating pattern here, and then I turned it into more like this. We had the idea to do that over here, but with curves. And we had the idea from Reach, like the 6v6 playlist. Yeah. We had the idea that, well, if we did this, then it'd be kind of cool if one of them pokes out all the way like this, sort of like coming out like this kind of thing, and then the rest of them are a little more receded, so that one in the middle, maybe one down low and one up top, you know, that each are like poking out a little more, so that you could hop onto it and then hop up and clamber there. That was kind of the idea, of creating a skill jump here while also making these corners look a little more interesting. And I hadn't actually gone ahead with it yet. I just Ripshade had actually built it over here, and then the save didn't work or something to that effect, or he undid the save or something. They did finally give my unicorn emblem. Oh yeah, nice. That's cool. Are you using it? I know I got one, but I'm not using it. It's like, yeah, this is something you have to earn. But also, it's not the I Love Bees emblem, and I really like the I Love Bees emblem, and I think that's kind of cool, so I'm going to use the I Love Bees emblem. And I'm like, you know, I kind of feel lame for doing it, because it's not the one that you have to earn, that I worked hard to get, you know what I mean? It's just like, but for some reason, I'm just like, it's kind of poopy little. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, unicorns are not my thing. I'm not going to lie. I wonder if it's because Unisheck got to decide, and Unisheck, you know, unicorn. I wonder if that's what he did, how it went. It's like, what is it? Well, I use a unicorn. You should set it to the unicorn. That way the unicorn's rare. Or something like that. Oh, my green castle emblem back from Reach. Those lamos got rid of it on Halo 4. Yeah, that would be cool. I used Nova in Halo Reach and just made it look like a blue kind of Nova thing, like a supernova going off or something. It's not really that cool. So we got to get start here, I think. But, and the idea was we put pipes inside of there. But I think that maybe I need to do this again, but with the scaled down version. So what I want to do is probably actually duplicate it up to here. Scale it down and see how it goes, because I need to know. Yeah, that could work. It needs to be just enough that you can hop on it, you know what I mean? So I think that's right. And now I'm going to do this, and then we're going to decide where the scaled down version is going to be. Hopefully it repeats all the way up. It didn't quite, but it got most of the way. I mean, that alone looks really cool. I mean, you could get this done, just one giant column in the middle. But yeah. I think the unicorn is from the English expression, seeing a unicorn in the wild. Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah, that makes sense. That would definitely make sense. Let's see. So if I did this one, this is the one I think that would be the jump one, right? Can I get on there? Yeah. So the idea was to try and make it so that you could jump here and jump up there. I think to do this I might need to make it poke out even farther, possibly into the room a little bit, because you need to be able to get over to the side from here without bouncing off of it. Yeah. And I'm definitely bouncing off it. This top one may be what's causing the problem though. Okay, okay. So that would be a lot easier if it was a little higher. Maybe if it was a little further this direction. I also feel like I should... I mean, obviously get rid of that one to more simplify it. Yeah, that wouldn't look too bad. And then what we do is, let's see, my brain wants to put stuff in the gaps, lol, with accent lighting. Yeah, that's basically what we had in mind, was something like this. This is actually a little more like what we were thinking. So that there's just that little bit of, you know, jump tolerance there, and then you could hop up there. And then I was thinking, and we were talking about was putting a pipe going up and down it. Oh, okay, there we go. I mean, it requires a lot of work, and I don't want it to be this hard. I want it to be a skill jump, but not like a... I don't want an HCS Pro to be required to pull it off, so as long as we can get up reliably after a couple of tries, then this should work. I'll actually have to have, you know, Ripshade try it out too, because this is getting a little easier and easier. Oh, yeah. So this is the idea, and then have pipes going through as part of, like, maybe that thing's gizmo or something, I don't know. But, like, or wires or something to that effect. Ah. Hop. Hop. There we go. I think that, I mean, I could bring this in, like it's poking out pretty far. I could bring it in until it's, like, in line with the curvature there. And that might, like, bring this down this way. That might be... Why is it not... Oh, that's as thin as it goes. Interesting. Then I might move it this way, and that might work. Because actually that's about as far as it needs to go. Or I could replace it with a different kind of platform. because it looks like it's a UNSC full cover, which is from, I think, the design set or whatever. What if I switched it this way? How does this go? Can this go much smaller? Yeah, what if I rotate it? And I take this direction. And then it adds this sort of box to the edge. Let's see. Let me get the scales off here. 4.08, 16.11. Let's see. I must be on some leaderboard for custom games played. About to cross 4,000. Jeez, that's awesome. Let's see. 16.11 and 8.3. Okay. Yeah, your idea for like leaderboards on each map was really cool. 8.36. It would also just be really cool to be like, go and check in with somebody who's like scored really well on your map. Just be like, hey man, you know I made that map that you've been playing. That's a great job. Thank you. Thanks for all the hard work playing it. You know? Let's see. Only 700 matchmaking though. Not a fan of it. Yeah. Yeah. Like only 700 people are matchmaking? Is that what you're saying? Because that's... Or are you saying... Oh, you haven't been playing I understand now. I'm done. Sometimes I'm done. You know this. You've been in my stream long enough. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's almost right. I would probably prefer the concrete to not be poking through it like that. So I'll go a little bit farther out. Man, I've been watching The Boys with my wife. We didn't get to watch it for a long time. And, oh my gosh, it's so good. Let's see, I have 700 games. I did when the game first came out, but then once Forge started up, I just play customs because it's more fun to me. Yeah, here's the thing. What I've been doing in customs is literally playing the modes. Okay, it needs to come down a little lower. I'm just playing the matchmaking modes that have people's Forge maps in them too. Like I'm also basically just doing the same thing, but like there's something about these Forge maps that are just really fun to play on. Like not prejudiced at all. Like I don't even play my own maps. I'm playing other people's maps, but man, there's just something about the Forge in this game that makes their maps so much better. And like my favorite map in the game right now, in all of matchmaking, is the one that's like kind of like Lockout, but with all the mushrooms. I always forget what it's called. I don't remember the name of it, but it's my favorite so far in the entire game. Easily. And I prefer Big Team Battle too. So like that's pretty big praise, because I prefer Big Team Battle. You'd think it'd be Oasis, but Oasis is not my favorite. Perilous, yes, by Sika Mechanico. That's probably more than one name, actually. And Blaze, yes. That's probably more than one name that are linked together, because that seems like a very long name. And I normally can pronounce it very easily. But yeah, okay, so... Yeah, I can normally pronounce, I think it looks like a Japanese name, and I'm really good for pronouncing Japanese names on the first try usually, but that's so long that I'm having trouble. But yes, Sick for short. Nice. So yeah, this is looking much better. Look how well this client clambers up. Just hop, jump, done. So you could be like, and that's the only way up right here without a grappler or repulsor, but it is possible. But repulsor or grapple is going to get up there real fast, and you're going to be shooting the whole time. Sicko Mechanico. Oh, I see. I got you now. That makes so much more sense. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I got you. So my question is, should I extend that one down to there and then bring this one up and put a wider gap between these two, so there's a thin gap here and a wider gap up here? That way it kind of lines up with this block. That's what the intention for it would be, to line up with the block. Basically doing this. Does that look better? I kind of like that. I kind of do like that. What do you think? And by the way, I can reduce the number of blocks I have here by combining these two into one. It just goes all the way through them. And obviously these two will just be one. Excuse me. Maybe remove the top cylinder and then change the platform out to a trapezoid rather than square. It'll make the jump easier. Ah. Yeah. So a downward slope, kind of like how Ripshade did over here, which I really loved this one because you can. The fun thing about this is that you can like, whoop, I hit the very edge of it, so I messed it up. Is that you can jump and then power slide your way up here instead of using the clamber, but then without that power, without crouch jumping it, you know, it'll it's you know. So if I did that here, where you could crouch jump to slide up there, or to like get up on there without having to use a clamber, that would be an even more skill jump. So I definitely like that idea, and I know that that Ripshade would like that idea too. I could theoretically still keep this, make it really thin, and then put a sloped piece up top of it. Because I did like this panel here, but honestly, maybe it's not necessary. Not sure. There's a mechanic that slows your jump so you don't actually contact the ceilings. Really? Cut the corner. Okay. I didn't know that, actually. It'll reduce how high you can jump? I was not aware of that. It's kind of a big deal for making maps. Okay, so it's definitely like if you don't hold down the button, you fall off. Well, okay, not every time. But, yeah. Okay, so I definitely want to, yeah, okay, cool. That's really cool. What kind of piece should I put here, then? You know what I've been putting in almost every airlock? And using a lot on this map. It's like code for airlock on my on this map is this this piece, this like bulkhead. And if I used it here on the bottom instead of the top, I feel like it'll communicate something completely different, you know what I mean? While also being yet another bulkhead. Whoop, didn't mean to wait, hold on. Where is it? Didn't mean to let it go. And the idea, mainly because I feel like these things could open up and like a door could come out of it, or some kind of seal could come up out of it. But yeah, that's has been my thinking the entire time. So I feel like it's a very good. It looks like it would contain things that would be able to open and close, or that'd be able to open and close all of these, you know, these seals into space. Okay, I need you to not do that piece. Okay. I kind of want to mimic this piece's proportions. I'm not going to do these exact proportions because it's going to be a little weird anyway. The Z needs to be 6 point, we'll say 20. These areas I'm trying to keep as close to what Ripshade originally did, because they were the one area that he was arting before I took over for the art. And I feel like I want to keep, just like out of pure wanting to keep a bit of his fingerprint, you know what I mean? From his original arting, you know, plans and stuff. What did I do? Did I just lose my music? I did. Why does it happen so quickly these days? I really need to fix that. I'm going to say that for a couple more years, and then, and then finally one day I will actually fix it. What was it, 4 exactly on the dot? I think so. Let's see if this is enough to get it right. Let's see. Ah, I am not aligned properly. Let's go that way, that way. That's well centered. Let's see if this is a good one. So if I hop here and then hop up here, good, I can clamber. And then if I, whoop, did not do it right. Okay. Let's see if I can crouch jump this. Ugh, my own jump. Let's see if I can actually pull it off. May not be quite low enough. Nah, to crouch jump. Did I do a good enough slope? Probably not. I know it slopes better if you do it this way. Because if you bring this out, I'm pretty sure it's actually sloped a little more this direction. But I could be wrong, so let me try that. Okay, this come down to 4. Yeah, that'll be lower. And then what is my 6.2? And it might feel a little better anyway, you know? I feel like this is looking already a lot better. Let me snap it to that one. Probably the bottom corner, or the top corner would probably be the best. Man, that, honestly, not for this spot, but honestly, that doesn't look bad. If you just clip these two things into itself, you can create a much cooler looking version. Well, I don't know about cooler, but it serves a completely different role. And I kind of really like that. It kind of feels like something that would open up and shoot at me. You know what I mean? Like, fire all missiles. But anyway. Let's see. Okay, I can't even clamber that because I got too low. Yeah, my slope is too much. It's worse. I have auto clamber, by the way. I don't play with regular. I don't play well. Just kidding. Okay, so now you can crouch jump it, but you can't clamber. So, if I wanted to do this one, I feel like I'd have to go a little higher on this direction. And that way, it would be a better slope for it. Oop, that's my daughter in the background. Let's see. Now you can clamber it. Okay, cool. That's good enough. Let's see. I wonder if Ripshade just joined the chat, because I see somebody just joined. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, okay, so you can crouch jump it, which, you know, I don't know if it's worth it here, but you can. It depends on if you're like, if you got momentum. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sprint and do this, but you could theoretically. Yeah, my auto clamber is ruining my ability to do this quickly, I think, because I am such a noob. No, because I'm not actually the most amazing at the game. I'm pretty good. I'm good enough for government work. Let's see, as they say. That's not the direction I meant to do. Let's bring that back down to 4. Okay, so which one is it? Oh, it's this one. So I need to bring this up to, I'll just bring this up to 2. And then I need to bring it, oh no, I'm at 4. I meant to bring that up to double it and then round to 2 is what I meant to do. And then I really want to get this to line up. Oh no, it snapped to the wrong one. Okay. Oh, come on now. Alright, let's get this. Let's start this over. Let's snap it where it's supposed to be. Okay, cool. It's in the correct spot. Now we just have to turn off snapping so it doesn't mess us up again. Okay. So, I think I want this to go down to there. I probably want this to go down. That looks decent. This one probably also wants to be snapped to a point. They're all starting to line up. This one is a little bit iffier, but, you know, such is life. It appears that probably was not Ripshade, because, you know, whoever that was did not start speaking. Let's see. Design grid. Concrete raw. Concrete raw. I'm just gonna make it look like the rest for now, which just means 0 that out. And did I do it to both of them, or is that just the only one? Let's see. And then go to this one. We'll just 0 that one out and see if that does it. Okay. Looked good anyway. I was just checking. So I might do some kind of panel there. If something lines up good on this vertical, then I might do some kind of like metal paneling there to make it look like inside of this little groove there's like, you know, something weird going on with the components there. I think I'm going to scale this up on the z-axis also to 4, but this time I'm going to bring it down and make it snap to the one below it. There we go. That way, yeah, there we go. I've got that going on. And then I need to do this one to, like, you know, triple this value. I'll actually, duplicate it, go to 6, and then that should snap right in there. Okay, this one is going to want to snap weird. Okay, let's just go in here and adjust it manually up to be equal to this one. Get rid of that. Get rid of... Find a spot where it says plus, deselect, select it, done. Okay. I think this actually does need to go up a bit to line up properly. There we go. Now we've got a cool looking, like, little bit here, and then we can put some pipes in there, and it allows us to clamber up there. I'm trying to get to crouch jump, but I'm pushing forward too hard. There we go. Pushing forward too much whenever I get up to the spot, and my auto clamber is kicking in. There we go. Much better. So if you have the flag, for example, you can clamber with the flag. But if you have the flag, that's a good spot to go. Good direction to go. Okay. So then we want to have our, you know, some pipes inside there, or lights. So you were saying lights, Mr. Greencastle. You were saying your instinct was to put something that glows out from inside of that crack. And that would be really cool, because then it would shine lights across the wall that were like, across everything. That was a little interesting. I might try that. I'm not going to put an actual light. Would an emissive object do the job, actually? Enough. Okay, let me try that. Let me try a pipe. Yeah. Sandwich. Exactly. I was thinking emissive. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna try that. Wires. Cable capped is the one... Capped cable, rather, is the one that seems to be the easiest to scale, based on the other ones we were replacing, so I'll do that. I am scaling by 0.01. Where am I going? Oh, here we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna make it roundish. I was thinking about putting, like, more than one in here. And, like, sort of putting, like, a big one and then, like, 2 small ones or something like that, which is kind of my go-to. Like, over here I did, like, 1 big one and then 3 small ones. And then over here I did a big one and a small one on this side, and then I did 3 small ones on this side. And I had them all go into a box, so I wouldn't have to make them, like, actually line up with any holes on this thing, which I threw in there because it looked really cool there, and it worked out pretty good. Yeah. So let's switch that, what is it? The fabric braided to emissive. And we're going to go full, oh, what? A, B, C, D. I went down. I went up instead down. It's going to be... Wait a minute. Weird. I guess I gotta do Forerunner emissive, because... Which is not quite as bright, unfortunately. Alright, to make it stand out, because we've got blue light over there, let's make this, like, bright orange for now, and then I will... Do I have to bake it lighting? To make it, like, register that this is here? Go to, like, a... Well, yeah. Like an orange color, or something like that for now. Just to see what it looks like. I always forget about the emissive. Do I need a bake lighting to really fully see? Or is this enough? I also have way, like, majorly... Like, a lot of light in here just flooding in there. That doesn't need to be. I don't know what this lighting range is set to. I don't remember. I just tossed them in there and made their light hit the floor. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's fix all of these because they're probably all the same and they're probably way too long of a range. Light range is 100. That can probably come down to 60. Is it still hitting the middle of that? Let's see. If I go up to 80, will there be more? No, not really. So yeah, 60. It might be affecting it right here. Let's try 70. But yeah, okay. And that'll make this room darker. And I can also make it not as bright. I mean, it makes this room really nice and bright. These are really set to project onto the floor. I could theoretically make just like a invisible dull white light in the middle that just sort of shines everywhere a little bit to make it a little bit cleaner. You know what I mean? But that would create a lot of lighting overlap, and that's no good. So let's see. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, right. That was what changed that size. So that's why I had them with different ones. There we go. That should be the unique ones. Or I did them at the right angles. Okay, well, anyway. So, the question is, what kind of emissive are we going for here? I like this idea a lot. The one thing I'm realizing is... Wait, what's this? Huh, I had an extra one there that I forgot to delete. So, if I wanted to copy this over, I also realize I need to put probably a square down there because this looks a little bit goofy. And possibly adjust it, because as you can see, it's kind of poking through there. Not sure. This bottom ring might need to be a little different from this top ring, but anyway. Let's see. If I select all of these, I was saying that I'm finally watching The Boys, and it's actually we've been like obsessed with it. I have been not working on the map as much as I would have been if not for the fact that we were watching The Boys. It's been very addictive. Let's see. Here we go. Highly addictive, as they say. Let's see. I think that versus that. Nope. Come on back. Okay. Nope. Too far. That might have been perfect. Right there. Okay. And then I need to copy this over. Why did I turn it around? There, exactly. It's exactly the same both directions. I don't know. Let's see. That one. No, not the middle. Is that correct? Oh boy, this piece was for some reason too low in the first place. Okay, and then we can copy this one. Okay, something weird's going on here. Here we go. Wait. Ah, right, he's got this angle here. Ah, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to not do that. Instead just grab... Okay, is it... Which scale is it? Is it a floor piece? I think it is. No, it is not. Primitive block. Oh, okay. So I need to bring this in this way. Okay, cool. That works. So, some emissive objects. I just made these pipes emissive for now. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with them, but yeah. I'm thinking of what to put there that would be emissive, and might just have to go look at some cyberpunk stuff to decide. But yeah, okay. Just trying to see what these like glow sticks are going to look like. Yeah, I assume I'm going to need to bake lighting or and I need to probably put some shiny stuff in here. This floor is actually just right to be the equivalent of that floor, and yet it doesn't have the shiny applied to it, so we got to do that. Concrete panels. Oh, it's the rubber grip arrow. Oh, right. I forgot I put the rubber grip arrow there. Yeah, because it's coming up from the ramp onto the rubber grip. That makes sense. When did that texture thing happen? That wasn't there before. There's one down here too. Did they do like some kind of update to this object that made it scale differently? That's surprising. It might not be the case, but it kind of looks like that's what they did. That might just be my imagination, but I could have sworn that all of the arrows were going up the... were pointing in the same directions. You know what I mean? Instead of doing this weird texture thing. And I did adjust their size at one point, but I didn't think that it caused this to happen. So, I don't know. Might be a weird downgrade they accidentally put in. So that thing's glowing majorly blue over here, which is lighting up the room pretty bad. Like something fierce. Yeah. You can kind of make out these things, orange. What if we shifted them? I was seeing a bug, by the way, that every time I tried to make a prefab, it would tell me I had too many objects. But if I was just literally placing anything else, no problem. Or copying a, you know, anything else, it didn't really matter. But as soon as I went to say, hey, I want to make a prefab, I want to turn these things into a prefab, it was like, it just basically told me no. It was very weird. Let's try, I don't know if you've seen that same bug. Or if you know anyone who has. You know what? I think you can do the dirt layer as emissive too. Or the grime layer, I mean. Can't you do that? Or was it, yeah, Forerunner emissive, and here's regular emissive. And then you could crank this up to full. I wonder what that would do. If that would change anything. I know this is what puts those white parts on there, which is kind of interesting looking. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I definitely like the look of this, I just need to find a good texture for it. And I need to figure out how to, what to do for the pipes. They definitely look good emissive, but gotta figure out why they're emissive, you know what I mean? I mean, it is an ONI base, and it's going down to a Forerunner structure, so there's no, exactly no telling why they'd have to glow, but it does, there is a good couple of explanations we could definitely have for it. I prefer to have really good explanations for everything, as you know, though. But I do like the idea of it glowing out of these. So I'm going to do the two pipes, two little pipes, one big pipe that I was talking about earlier. And then, let's see, I think to fit them in, I need to look at these, this area. I'm clipping into it. Let's see, there we go. If I clip into the back a little bit, it should be okay, because I'm going to have like a, you know, rounded pipe at the top there. But the front is kind of more important. Yeah, I don't know if I like the scratch marks. They make it very... They're kind of like a lava lamp, but if it's going to have the scratch marks, I feel like it would have to be animated. Same, lol. Oh, now I'm wondering what you were saying same for, because I didn't see it right away. But yeah. I didn't look up it fast enough, and now I don't know which one we were talking about. Which thing I said that you're agreeing with. But yeah. You cannot tell that there's three of them there because they're all emissive. That is real strange. Okay, so apparently I do need it. Having good explanations for everything in the mass. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Okay, I'm putting the scratches back because then you can kind of see that there's three of them, but man, that's kind of strange. Oh, you know what else would show you that there are three of them? If they were different colors. I feel like this one, for example, could be a sort of purple. Or a sky blue. Since the rest of the map doesn't like look like a neon, like, you know, what do you call it? Cyberpunk, you know, like installation or anything like that. It kind of feels a little odd to be putting them here, unfortunately, but we can figure something else out that isn't like this, I'm sure. I'm just trying to see what the emissive looks like once it's all together here. And then I'm going to go try some other stuff. But yeah, if I tried some 3 different blues, since this is blue base, maybe? Unless that's not subtle enough. Who knows? But, yeah. Like I said, though, I wish I could animate them. If I could animate the, Oh, I guess you know what I could do? I could shine lights on them, and then make the gobo kind of thing, where like the, where it's like a warbly kind of effect on it. That'd be kind of cool. Well, I probably shouldn't actually go any farther with these yet, because Ripshade is going to want to probably mess with this, you know, trick jump. And if we have to change anything about it, I forgot if I think he had given me another idea about it right before we stopped talking about it last time. And if he remembers what that was, then he might come in and say, hey, what about this thing that you forgot about? And other stuff, so, you know. Yeah, I'm going to probably need to do that. Just basically let him take a look at it. And try it. I keep on messing up now. There we go. Hop. But, what I'm thinking about is, for example, okay. I was talking about how, let me show this real quick and then I have to get it off again. But what I was thinking is, sorry about my daughter in the background if she's being really loud, by the way, I don't know. I don't know if she's too loud, but, here we go. What I was thinking was, oh, actually, now I'm thinking about the possibility of, oh, you can't just go shorter this? Oh, you can. Okay, but you can't go any shorter. Okay, maybe this isn't what I'm looking for. But basically, I was thinking about, like, doing something inside there and making the side panels emissive. Like, turning this to emissive here. And this would, or the inner core, you know, one or the other. Let me see which one of these it'll let me do without breaking the whole thing. Yeah, see, this is going to make the whole thing emissive, so I can't do that. Let me just hit undo. And then let's see, this trim is probably the base. Yeah, that's the base. So then the very bottom option here is going to be able to come up here and become... Oh, it doesn't have emissive. Yeah, okay, this piece is useless to me. But I was thinking about using something like this, where I could have, you know, something that's like, that's a round like this. It's a tube that has enough detail on it that I can actually like put some of the pieces set to emissive, some of them not, and that would allow me to do emissive concepts that aren't like these solid tubes look very steampunk, or not steampunk, cyberpunk. But if I could do something like this, then it would look like they are like paneled lights or something like that on an actual mechanical structure sort of thing, which would feel or like something is glowing inside there for some reason, some mechanical reason. And I feel like that would work a little better. So than my solution. But I'm gonna have to look through and figure out something for that. Ooh, wait a minute. The chandelier. I remember whenever I realized I could make this into a chandelier by switching it to emissive on one of these parts. Okay, is it this part? No. Doesn't look like it. This part? Okay, wait. It probably was this one, but for some reason it's just not working because of the bug. No, it's not. Okay. Is it this one? Oh, come on. There we go. If I make this emissive... I forgot all about this. And then I put this in there, it would be round. And it would glow. So to accomplish all of the things at one time. Let's try some blue. That's coming out purple. Very purple for some reason. This will work for now. I mean, it's a triangle. It's not round. On the actual part. That's a Triforce right there. It's also the banished emblem. You could use this for a lot of stuff. That's probably too thin. Let's see. Alright, let's do that instead of the pipes. Because I like the pipes for Cyberpunk. If I do something weird like this, it might work. We'll have our pipe. And we'll have some weird glowing nonsense. Because I can also repeat it. And put it next to it, so we have the glow down here. A sort of chandelier style thing down here, and pipe going up. Does that look dumb? I'd probably have to add something else in there, because alone it feels kind of naked, you know what I mean? It just feels like the same thing twice. It doesn't quite feel nice yet. But I feel like with like some other more grounded piece, something like, obviously they're red and weird, because I didn't, I did this weird. But if I had another pipe like this that wasn't emissive, right? If I can find this one, let's just go with 4-panel for now, because it's already pitch black anyway, so it won't really matter. And then if I stick this in here with a regular, just a regular pipe next to them, maybe behind them, then it could ground what it's looking at. I don't know, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so the structure is fine. It's good. It's a good, interesting thing. I need to figure out what to put in there. It might just be something boring like pipes, if I can't find something that feels right, that's emissive, but I do love the idea of the emissive. So I'm going to try and work on figuring out something emissive. Maybe Ripshade can come in and be like, look, use this. You know what I mean? Because he might have like a perfect idea. But yeah, there's so many weird options. I don't know that I can. I want to figure out something perfect. This would be really weird. It actually might be. It might work. Scaled, wonky through there. As sort of like a good, sort of square, like blocky kind of shape to go in there, but I don't know. I am having a bit of a. If you can think of anything, let me know. But for now, I think this has got to be the end of the stream tonight. It was a short little 1 hour, an extra 1 hour stream, especially to make up for the only being able to do an hour this morning. But I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking weird. I don't know if this is working. I just really want to use this chandelier at some point. You know what I mean? Like, just like put this into the ceiling, and like something like that. You know, would just be really cool to have in a ceiling somewhere sometime. And honestly, it could theoretically work in this room, but I don't know. It's gonna be very difficult in there, especially because there's no, you know, I need an upstairs, and this thing is gonna poke through a lot. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, so let's see. I see that as a Covenant light staff in a cave once. Oh, you used it. Oh, like those little ones, or did you just make it like a huge one? Like the ones that are in the campaign, where like you can make them really. Did you like make it really thin and like do this, basically? Because that makes a heck of a lot of sense. Yeah. The tiny ones in campaigns. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Something like this. That's a cool idea. That's a solid idea. It's really cool as a chandelier, too. I think this piece is actually really cool, to be honest. I mean, you could even, like, theoretically... I bet... I know. My daughter is needing some assistance. I bet you could probably use this, like, okay, in a, like a wall. I'm gonna put it into the ground instead, but like as like wall greeblies and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean, like, or maybe some kind of pipe with like all this stuff around it. Like on a ship, like if you made like an enormous ship, you know what I mean? I bet you could like do some really cool like Star Wars Greeblies with this and then put the engine in the middle of it. You know? I don't know. I'm just going off now. Okay, yep. Yeah, the glowing light bulb pulse. Yeah, nice. Very Star Wars, yeah. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. Did those get messed up? They look like they got messed up. There's like gaps between them. What the heck? Oh man, the rotations all got messed up. The same amount on every single one of them. Over here too? Nope, the original ones are fine. That's really weird. I'll have to fix them. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, take care. I'll catch you later. And I'm actually signing off this time, so yeah. I'll see you guys later.